Just imagine it. You wake up tomorrow, grab your phone, and there it is. The headline that changes literally everything. Not a rumor, not some grainy footage, but solid, definitive proof. We are not alone.
Seriously, think about that. This isn't a blurry video someone shot on their phone or a contested claim from a fringe group. We're talking about a hard, scientific fact. An intelligent signal has reached Earth from the absolute depths of space. So, what on earth happens next?
Okay, so here's how it would probably go down. It starts quietly at a radio observatory somewhere remote. A strange, faint pattern starts to emerge from all that cosmic static. A signal that's just, well, it's too complex, too structured, and way too repetitive to be natural.
And then, a mad scramble to verify it. Scientists around the globe check and recheck, trying to rule out every possible natural explanation, but they can't. You know why? The signal contains mathematical constants, prime numbers, things that are undeniably intentional. This message wasn't just a cosmic hello, it was a deliberate statement.
And just like that, boom, the single greatest discovery in all of human history is made, and our world and our place in it will never ever be the same again. So now that it's confirmed, the question completely changes. It's not if we're alone anymore. Now the question is, what do we do about it? You know, for a moment, a really beautiful moment, there's this incredible unity. Every government in the world freezes. Every military is on high alert, sure, but for once, every single person on the planet is looking up at the same sky, thinking about the same monumental fact. We are all just human. All our terrestrial conflicts suddenly seem so petty, so insignificant, right? But let's be honest, that beautiful moment of unity, it would probably be incredibly fragile. Because after the awe wears off, a much, much older human instinct is going to kick in, the pursuit of power. And this is where a concept called realpolitik comes crashing into the party. It's kind of this cynical, but let's face it, often accurate view of how countries deal with each other. It basically says nations will always compete to control any powerful new resource. And I mean, what could possibly be a greater resource than being the first to talk to a superior intelligence? So humanity would be at this huge crossroads. Do we collaborate? Do we share every single bit of data openly for the benefit of our entire species? Or does this amazing discovery trigger a new kind of Cold War, an information arms race, where every country tries to monopolize the signal, hoping to get some game-changing tech to dominate their rivals? But here's the thing. A lot of experts think a monopoly scenario is pretty unlikely. I mean, even if one country wanted to control the signal, it'd be nearly impossible. First off, the sheer distances involved mean a single back-and-forth conversation could take decades. And besides, the tech to listen in is everywhere now. The secret just couldn't be kept for long. But, you know, all our internal squabbles are kind of secondary to the far, far bigger question. Who or what did we just contact? Are they benevolent teachers, or are they something else entirely? This is where we get that famous and frankly terrifying warning from Stephen Hawking. He used a perfect historical analogy to make his point. A meeting between a technologically superior civilization and a less advanced one has never, not once in our history, ended well for the less advanced one. So why, he asks, should this time be any different? And that really gets to the core of the fear. The author David Brin paints this chilling picture. He says we have no idea what's out there in the cosmic jungle. So for us to be shouting our existence into the void without knowing who or what might hear us, well, it could be the most reckless thing humanity ever does. And the whole idea that a super advanced species would automatically be benevolent, that's a huge assumption. Biologists point to something called altruistic punishment, which you see in nature. It's where cooperation is enforced by punishing anyone who acts selfishly. It suggests that even if an alien society seems generous, it might just be a pragmatic survival strategy, not some enlightened philosophy. So, no, we really can't just assume the best. This line from speculative fiction really captures that absolute worst-case scenario, a world where making contact isn't about enlightenment, but about starting the clock on our own annihilation. But here's a twist. The real danger might not come from alien warships at all. It could come from the information itself, because an idea can be far more destructive than any weapon ever invented. Think about it. What if the message contains the recipe for a weapon we just can't control? Or what if it's a kind of cosmic computer virus that crashes our entire global network? Or maybe even simpler and scarier, what if it's just a philosophical idea? An idea so potent that it completely shatters our societies,
The pure psychological shock of knowing we aren't the pinnacle of creation could cause our whole culture to just collapse.
David Brin makes another fascinating point here. He says that in any kind of interstellar exchange, our only real commodity is our culture, our art, our music, our stories. He argues that in our rush to seem open and altruistic, we might just give away our only true treasure for free and completely impoverish ourselves in the process.
So, if we step back from all the hypotheticals, whether the outcome is good or bad, one thing is absolutely certain. Our entire story as a species is changed forever.
For all of history, we've lived with this basic assumption that this was our universe, our story. The moment of contact ends that completely. We suddenly become just one chapter in a much, much larger cosmic book. Our myths, our fears, our hopes, our entire identity, all of it has to be rewritten from the ground up.
And that brings us right back to the central burning question. We can keep listening for whispers in the dark, or we can shout into the jungle. So, given the incredible potential for unity, the terrifying risk of conflict, and the completely unknowable nature of the other, what is the wise choice? The answer to that could determine the entire future of our species.